think that like I got to have all of this pie, and we don't think of it. We think of it as a scarcity model and not of abundance. Yeah. And the way he's always framed it to us is like, man, when you think about others in your space, whether you're competing or not, like there's a big enough pie for everyone.
I had a really large producer in the Northeast, and went up and talked to her, and she was put in charge of digitization of the group. Like what's in the board report, we must be digitizing our company, right? And so we're going to hire the head of digitization with a team of 0. She's running around talking to guys my age. They're going, I don't need to use that stuff. And I'll hang on. I got 2 more years to retirement. Don't disrupt me, right? I just want to keep doing my thing. And so we talked about forming a circle, right, and getting things in place. And I just looked at her and I said, look. Why don't we let's get a few people from your group together and my group. I promise we won't try to sell you any software. We're not defined by our software. We're defined by the people who built it. So people have skills, process, and knowledge that created Agris, that created One Way. That skills, process, and knowledge can create other things. Right? We are not the product that we sell in the marketplace. We're a collection of people that created and that skills, process, and knowledge. Let me bring that to the table. We'll have a first meeting. We'll decide what we want to do. We'll meet for 6 months. And then if it's working, great. And if it's not working, we'll just disband it. But if we come up with something that's positive, then I think we should move forward. And she says, well, how would that actually work? I mean, what do you want to work on? I said, it's not what I want to work on. It's what do you want to work on? You have this objective. You say, I got to come up with a digitization plan. Where's the most pain in your organization? I'll even bring in some competitors if you want. And we'll get together. Mm-hmm. We'll help you define. You come up with a problem statement. We'll help figure it out, and let's see what we come up with. But I need 2 things from you. I want you to come up with a problem statement, and the second thing is I want you to agree to pay it forward. She said, to do what? I said, well. Did you join the industry to have a job, or did you join the industry to make a difference? Like, you want to make a difference? Come join. I felt a little bit like William Wallace, right? It's like, unite the clans, right? Come on, help me unite the clans. We got to go, right? Then if you do it, I'd follow you, right? Kind of a thing. My team's going to see this and yell at me for practicing a bad accent now.
No, I thought it was.
But anyway, that's what we want. And she looked at me and she goes, "Well, what if we came up with an idea and we just took it and ran with it, and you didn't get anything out of it?" And I looked at her and I said, "Have I hurt the industry? Do you think I do that often enough? There'd be enough opportunity in there for everybody? Like, let's not get the lawyers involved. We don't have to sign an NDA. We don't have to create this kind of stuff." Amen. And you know what? If Barbara, if we come up with something and we believe we own it and you believe you own it and you run with it without us, I probably won't invite you to the next circle. How about that?
Yeah.
Can we just agree on that? Let's just get going. Because if we got to, come on.
I think you're hitting the nail on the head. What happens with so much, there's this a fear or worrisome that something's going to be taken from you, whether it's your idea or thought or work you put in, and it's going to be it's a scarcity mindset. Somebody is going to take that away from you, and you won't get to have that. I mean, it's almost like the fear you have to let go a little bit.
And you asked the question about like a disruptive technology that comes in and just takes us out. The fear of that, and it's every once in a while it's look, someone raised $50 million and they're going to clean our clock, and like really, because they have like 150 man years of software and 400 relationships in the industry, and they're going to spend $25 million a year in marketing and just take our customers because they don't like us anymore, and we haven't saved their bacon at 2:00 in the morning, or when the trucks are piling up outside and we're there to answer the phone. They're going to forget that. So people don't. We may get in there because of the software, but they keep us there because of the way we treat them. Mm. And you think like a new iPhone is just going to take us out? No, maybe, but Uber didn't take out all the taxis. Hotels.com didn't interrupt Hilton. Hilton came up with their own website, right? I mean, come on. It's like we got just gonna walk away. E-Trade, right? Didn't take out Schwab. Right? Schwab just came out with their own website. I mean, come on, really? It's
my father-in-law who worked at Walmart, right underneath Sam Walton. He said Sam would always have these quotes. He'd say, "Your competition will always make you better as an organization."
Absolutely.
And it was one when he always told me that, and because he was a great mentor to me, and I'd tell me stories about, hey, this whatever next freight tech or blah 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 competitor, and he's like, Jared, your competition will always make you better. And it was always, I
always got weird when there's no competition. It's like, wait a minute, we're like selling into something nobody needs because nobody else thought of it.
But I want to a couple points, and we'll kind of land the plane. I want to go back to what you said, because I think there is this fear that we have when we have these discussions. You got to be a little vulnerable. But I think this fear of somebody's going to take something from me. If I share something, or if I get with other people, there's a chance that something might happen that I won't benefit from, whether it's monetarily, whatever it is. But I think that in my mind, that's what I think stops a lot of this from going on. And you talk about competition. A lot of people think I'm weird. A lot of times I invited competition to our conference.
Absolutely.
I want them to be there.
Yeah.
Tell me what we need to be doing better. A lot of people, my counterparts and other owners in our umbrella of company, sometimes they question me like, why are you still talking to so-and-so? It's like, I embrace that. I want to know, and I think I guess I've always just had that open mentality. So I'm glad somebody else gets it. So.
I was raised with friends in the locker room, enemies on the field.
Right? Yeah, that's true.
It's like all the NFL coaches get together periodically, right?
Yeah.
You can be a fierce competitor and still be friendly about it. It's not all or nothing.
Yeah. And I think you have to have that boldness to know that that may happen, like you said, that somebody may take that and whatever, but next year or what goes around comes around. Just remember that. And I'm a firm believer in that too. Like, if you take advantage,
well, and we've had some of these, as we've implemented this, like, let's see if we can diminish the ego and support the eco, right?
Yeah.
And it was like, I've even had, one of my P&L leaders look at me and was like, why would I invest time in that if I don't get any return for it? And I just looked at and again, we have 11 businesses that all run separately in the Cultura portfolio. And I said, what's an interesting question? So, what would cause someone to give something of themselves, time, talent, or money, without expecting something in return? Kind of a person would do something that awful. And then I get this blank stare. It's like, would you actually sacrifice your time, talent, or money to benefit somebody else without knowing whether you're going to get a bonus or a commission for it? Would you do that at work? You'd do that with your kids, wouldn't you? You'd walk outside of a Walgreens, there's a homeless person sitting there, you're going to walk on by, you're going to walk in the store, buy a gift card and hand it to them. Or take them for something. You go, why would somebody do something like that? Yeah, I don't know. Maybe you should answer the question for me, as opposed to everything's not about a commission plan or a bonus plan. Some things are just the right things to do.